I think, first of all, I think your audience and your viewers will need to understand that the basic law that today regulates the cyberspace and the Indian internet is it's called the IT Act.
Right.
And the IT Act was enacted in 2000. So it's 22 years old. So I think you would agree that 22 years in the internet age is like 3 centuries or 4 centuries, 5 centuries, whatever. So I think it is clear in our minds, and I think to any observer's mind, that we need a new digital law. And a new digital law that addresses not just all of the opportunities and the rule making around those opportunities, but also address the user harm issues and a lot of the other areas around the internet that we don't have necessarily good rules for. For example, the openness. How do we ensure that the App Store duopoly is addressed? How do we make sure that the search engine monopolies are addressed? How do we make sure that these new invasive devices, like the glasses, are dealt with? So there is, on the device side, on the technology side, on the intermediary side, and then there is this whole new emerging phenomenon of AI and algorithms and ethical use of that, high-risk use of that. So all of these areas that we believe are areas that directly impact the consumer and need to be, in a sense, if not regulated, but at least need to have proper global standard rules for how intermediaries conduct themselves around these areas, or manufacturers, as the case may be, need to be framed. And my own instinct is that it will need a new law to do that. Anything now is all very bolt-on, retrofitting type of approach. So we have an IT Act which is 22 years old. We have done some intermediary rules. We will do some cybersecurity rules. We will do some privacy rules. But they are all going to be sort of retrofitting it, and it's all stopgap, band-aid type of an approach. And if anybody has read the IT Act, you know that the word internet does not even exist in the IT Act. So it does not even talk about the word internet. And so, that is how the vintage of the Act. So I think the move forward is, look at new digital law, establish a data governance framework, because we are an extremely data-intensive country now with over 1 billion Indians who are going to go online and be connected to the internet very shortly. The intensity of the public cloud, the expansion of the public cloud is going to be very, very fast in the next 2-3 years. So we are going to be sitting on huge amounts of data. So a data governance framework, a data management institutional framework, new digital law, data protection law, these have to be seen as pieces of an overall overarching sort of jurisprudence that will allow both startups and innovation to continue to grow and prosper, as well as protect the user and the citizen from all of the risks and ills of the internet.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.